not with the power I have going to it here. I have pushed it to 800. It'll do that very easily. But even at that, the difference between 700 watts and a kilowatt is 1.5 dB. Well, that's a quarter.
Yeah, the frequency's in use, guys.
Much over.
Yeah, we had somebody trying to call CQ. Sorry about that, but just wanted to make sure, Roy, we got that squared. No, I totally understand. Again, you know, and I told somebody this earlier today. I have yet to find an operator that is having someone pay them to be on the air. I'm not. So we're buying this stuff ourselves, and you know, a lot of us have a lot of money tied up. I mean, I don't care if you just got a basic station, it's still money tied up. So, you know, I think by and large we're really I think we're all kind of very conscientious of how we run this equipment. And I think, you know, you haven't had the amp that long, but you know what the limitations are and know what your limitations are. Again, I feel that if you can't make that contact on that amplifier at 500 watts, then the propagation isn't in our favor. That's just the way it is. My Elmer told me when I started, and I've said this many times, he told me that 90% of your station should be antenna and 10% should be everything else. Well, there's a lot to be said about that. So I'd rather have my antenna do the work and have all the support pieces there in place, and hopefully they're all working together collectively. But we want the antenna to do the work, and that's why here it is at 9 p.m. Central Time, and I'm talking to New York, Maryland area, and you're still 10 over. It's just amazing. We've got propagation, so we could probably just turn the amps off and have a good time barefoot.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's funny you mentioned that too about the antenna. You're absolutely right. The Elmers that we have here that taught me said the same thing, that it's propagation is number one, antenna is number two, and then everything else. Yeah, funny you mentioned that about the wattage and everything, because when I bought the amp, I had looked and they had a 1000 in stock also. So I was kicking that around. You know, well, gee, do I go to the 1000 or just stay with the 700? But then I was, you know, I was thinking about, well, what will my wire handle out there and everything else? And I figured that, well, you know, it was $900. I think it was $900 difference to go to the 1000. But I'm running an end-fed long wire antenna strung up in the trees here, and I live in an HOA, and that's all I can do here. We're planning on moving out of here, and one of the primary requisites is to not be in an HOA and be able to put up a hex beam. And I figure, well, the $900 difference on the amplifier will buy me a hex beam. Now, it won't pay for the tower and everything, but it would be the equivalent of buying a hex beam. And hex beam, I think, is about a 6 dB gain, and that's more than the kilowatt over the 700 watts is, number one. And then number two, of course, is that dB gain is both directions, whereas the amplifier is only on transmit, K0 RWB, KC3 JPP.
That is correct. That is correct. So that is the correct mindset to have, no doubt. And I dealt with that dilemma today. For you could either look at it $300 more or $300 less. $300 less, I can have the ACOM 700S for roughly $3,900. Or for $300 more, I could have the ACOM 1200S at $4,200. So, you know, to me, that's a minimal amount for an additional 700 watts, which will give you at least, I would say, 2 to 3, maybe even 4 S units more, and that could be important at some point. So that's kind of where we're going. Of course, 6 months ago, both of those amplifiers were about $800 less than they currently are. So the market is certainly dictating what is taking place. So, you know, you can either just wait and hold out, or you can bite the bullet and go. I guess the thing is, you know, you can't take it with you, so you might as well enjoy it while you can. So that's kind of our mindset. One thing I did want to mention to you, Roy, let me look up here. Roughly 5 minutes ago, we did start the stream, and I did that because I wanted to get you recorded I want you to go back to the channel. I want you to hear yourself and see your signal on the radio display. It's just phenomenal. You've got the setup working really, really good. Very happy for you. Really glad that everything has worked out to this point. And at some point, you get that hex beam. Hold on, my friend. It's going to change everything you've got in amateur radio.
Okay, Roger that. I'm sorry, I'm into the logging part. Is the link to your YouTube on your QRZ page?
Yeah, it is. And then once you go there, you'll just want to look for the video with today's date. It'll say live. Title is Evening Livestream on 20 meters, April 7th. That's what we're currently. Hey, Steve, how are you doing? The really wild bandito, and I'm going to be catching a lot of guff here. Todd's doing the same thing. November 3, Papa Kilo Juliet. There's Todd. He's out in Pennsylvania. He's always hanging around someplace. So that's how it starts, Roy. But yeah, the reason I did that, the signal's been so consistent, and our propagation between us is so good. I really wanted to get it recorded. And I said, we'll just put it on the live stream. That way you can go back and listen to it and watch it anytime you want. But I have a hard time trying to listen to it and talk live just because of the delay. But anyway, I just thought I'd put it up there for you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. Although it's a funny thing, I don't know about other people. I think we're pretty much all the same. Is that we never like the way we sound on a recording. Have you found that?
I did originally, and because I was talking with Alex down in Cutler Bay, Whiskey 7 Hotel uniform on his live stream, and it's really deceiving. You may sound good with an external speaker, you may sound good in the headphones, but you may sound really bad over the air. And that was me. I thought, sounds great in the headphones until I heard the playback. So it made me kind of go in and make some changes into the EQs. And me personally, I've got it now to where it sounds like me. To me, this is as close as you can get to a telephone audio. Some people say, that's a bad representation. I don't think it is. At least on my phone, it sounds terrific. But this is as close as I am to a phone call, good, bad, or indifferent. So it did bother me at first. Now I've gotten to the point where it's used to it. I know what it sounds like, so it's not really going to be an issue. But a lot of people in the beginning, they cringe when they hear themselves, and I totally get it.
10-2QM.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, you sound better than a phone call, at least most phones anyways. Maybe some of the newer.
Yeah, stand by, sir.
Some pretty good audio, but definitely better than the old-fashioned phones, that's for sure. And, of course, I'm using a good set of high-fidelity headphones here, which definitely sounds better than the radio by itself. So that'll be interesting when I can listen to the YouTube video there. So, anyway, hey, Brandon, nice talking to you. I'm going to cut out here, but we've been on here for a while, but really enjoyed it and appreciate all your comments. And, like you said, looking forward to a hex beam. So I think you got some other people in there anyway. But you take care, and I hope to catch you again, maybe on another band. Kilo Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, Kilo Charlie 3, Juliet Papa 73, man.
Oh, Roy, it's been great, man. Again, I never anticipated doing this when I jumped down here earlier just to see. I had done some rearranging here in the shack and never anticipated doing what we're doing. But, gosh, the band is just terrific. So we're going to give it a shot. So, always enjoyed it. Again, I can't believe it's been almost a year. But, hey, time flies, like I said, in amateur radio. So, give a look and a listen. You're the very first one there on the stream. I did want to call it, and I wanted to get it recorded. So, just glad. There's Monty Hill. Hey, look at this guy. Whiskey 4, Mike Juliet Hotel. Somebody's going to be getting a new present starting tomorrow, I know, and it sounds like Monty. So, but anyway, Roy, hey, take care. Nice to hear you out there. There's another station that did call. We'll try to pick him up as well. But hey, anytime, my friend, you know that. Feel free to come back. And look forward to when you get the hex going. I'd love to get a chance to work you with that one as well. So enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. Let's hope the bands stay like this for quite a while. Kilo Charlie 3, Juliet Papa. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. You take care, Roy. 7-3s.
All right, Randy. You take care. 73.
Okay, we'll say 7-3s. Was it November 2? Was it Quebec, Mike? Was that correct?
That's affirmative, November 2, Quebec Mike. Thanks for getting back to me. I'm just trying out a new microphone here. Just got an Electro Voice in the mail today.
Okay, I'm the Electro Voice. If I typed it right, is this Tim? Is that correct?
That's correct, Randy. It's Tim.
Yeah, I always like to make sure because you heard the old adage about fat finger syndrome. Well, I certainly have that issue, so I wanted to make sure it's fine. Yeah, give me another go round here. Give me a chance to look at the meter and kind of see what I'm hearing. And then what radio and antenna you're running as well. There, go ahead.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm running a 10 with 940 sugar. So I guess I'm coming out to you maybe with 75 watts. And I just actually got back on the air this week for the first time in 22 years. And I'm using a Buckmaster 270-foot long off-center fed dipole. And I seem to be, doing pretty good with it. Back to you.
Yeah, no problem, Tim. If you caught or been standing by, again, we started our live stream about 10 minutes ago. So we've got people here on the live chat, and we've got somebody who kind of chimed in and said that you sounded a little bit muffled. Maybe if you can do a little adjustments and get some of the highs in there a little bit, might help you somewhat. It is certainly clear. It's not muddled, but it does. I'm not saying you're talking into a tin can, but if there's some way you can maybe either adjust your EQ setting a little bit or maybe adjust some highs, I think you'll have a little bit more fidelity sound if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, very good. Well, give me a second, and I'll come back in a few moments because there's 3 settings on this microphone, and like I said, I haven't even played with it yet.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Again, when I started this channel a year and a half ago, we decided it was not going to be 5.9 QRZ, and it wasn't going to be 10 or 15-minute QSOs. We really can't do that. It's not fair to everybody else trying to find a happy medium. But also is the idea of trying to share information, experiences with other equipment that you guys have out there. It's not me. I'm very limited on the knowledge I have in amateur radio, and I'll be the first one to say it. But it's what you guys have out there that you're willing to share, and I think other people can get something from that. So I think this is a good platform for doing that, and as long as people are willing to check in and share some experiences, again, you're starting off with this microphone. Let's see what we can figure out that'll work best for you.
Yeah, very good, Randy. I just switched to a different level. I'm not sure which one it is. N2QM 12345 54321. Any different?
Yeah, I can hear it's starting to come up a little bit. It's not down in the background, so to speak. It's starting to come to the forefront. So I think you're on the right way. Todd, no, I've got him directly at 283. Todd, I don't have him at 283.1. But no, I've got Tim dead on at 283. Sorry, Tim, I've got people on live strat as well while I'm talking to you, so I'm trying to answer them because a lot of people are listening to me on the SDR because they can't hear me on the air.
Yeah, no problem at all. I just switched to a different setting on the microphone. How is this one? 54321 12345 and 2QM.
Yeah, and what's the distance between your mouth and the microphone?
I'm about a foot away.
Yeah, I try to get a little closer. Try to keep it around 6 inches and see what it does for you.
Okay, here I am about 6 inches. Testing 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it sounds really good. Oh, I like that much better. The only reason the other way, we started to get a little bit of an echo. You could tell you were distant. This way, you're right. Now, again, I am not an audio expert, so take it for a grain of salt, Tim. But again, I'm doing the live feed, so it's actually recording, so you can actually go back and listen to the different settings that you're doing yourself, and then you can decide which one you like better, because again, nobody's going to know your voice near as good as you are. So that's something you can work off of there. But yeah, when you moved up into the microphone a little closer, it really did bring you up. I've set anywhere from 4 to 6 inches on this mic, and I try to keep it that way. It's just a little bit easier for me to kind of keep that same modulation.
Okay, very good. Let me go back to the first setting again. and see if that makes any difference. Give me a second here. These are little buttons in the back here that I'm switching up. Now I'm back to the first. I'm back to the first setting again, and I'm close to the microphone. How does it sound now?
Okay. Well, Robert, Whiskey 5 India Uniform Alpha said better. And with Steve, K0 Juliet X-ray November, he's a prankster. He thinks maybe it's a little over-modulated. Maybe turn the gain down just a bit or what have you if you're able to do that. Turn a little bit of the mic gain down. But it's definitely starting to come alive.
Okay, I turned the mic gain down a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I mean, you got a great signal. It's 5.9 plus. And from when you first called, and then you and I started talking to now, it's a noticeable difference, at least in my receive. And and that's really, if you can at least hear the changes, you can see, what direction you'd like to go with this. If you want to keep, addressing a little bit more of the highs. Again, I've got about maybe 4 or 5 different audio settings that I'm able to save on the SD card in my radio, depending on different times or for different reasons, whether it's rag chewing or trying to bust a pile up and so on and so forth. So, and you might be able to kind of see what's in between there. Again, Robert came back and said not bad. So we've got people who are listening to us as well. And again, they're willing to share some info here on the live chat. So everybody's in your corner tonight, Tim. Go ahead.
Excellent. N2QM. This is the third setting on the microphone. So we tried 1, 2, and 3, and I'm on the third now. How does this one sound?
It's not bad. It's a little bit on the low end. It's not terrible. I'd have to listen to it a little bit longer, but none of them really sound bad. It's just, again, for me personally, I'm trying to get a little bit more of a full fidelity, make sure the lows are there, the highs are there, and I'm trying to get it to sound like I do on the phone. And some people say that's a bad analogy, but that's my phone. I think my phone sounds good when I talk to people and vice versa. So that's what we're striving for. There might be a few things you could still tweak, but like I said, I think you're getting in that direction. That's really how things get started.
Yeah, very good, Randy. Well, I'm very happy with that because, like I said, it's. Oh, and by the way, I'm putting up an end-fed half wave, 124 foot. I believe it's from the company called D Extreme. Yeah, D Extreme. Ultimate D Extreme. That's what it is. So 124 foot. I'll put that up over the weekend and check that out. Well, I'm not going to hog up the airwaves, so I'll pass it back to you in 7-3, and thanks very much for the comeback. And by the way, when you go out, what is the website where I could listen to this on?
Yeah, I was just going to get that to you before you left anyway, Tim. I have a YouTube channel. You can get to it one of two ways. I have a link on my QRZ page. You can click on that. It'll take you to YouTube. Or go right to YouTube, go to the search bar, put in my call, K0RWB, and you'll look for the video, today's date. All my videos are dated. Or it'll also, currently it'll say live. And I would say maybe around the 12-minute mark, you could fast forward to that part. I don't have timestamps on these, so you just kind of have to move it around a little bit. But I would say you move up to about that 12-minute mark, give or take. I think that'd be pretty close. Again, give a look and a listen. My radio display is on the YouTube channel. So not only you'll see your signal strength, and you can also kind of see the little audio wave pattern as well. So at least it'll give you an idea what it sounds like going across the air.
Excellent. That's most excellent. Well, I'll end with this one. I also have, believe it or not, it came in the mail today. I have a Kenwood PS 890 Sugar sitting on my basement floor. I haven't even opened the box yet. And probably in about 5 or 6 weeks, I'll be getting a Palstar 1K and their automatic antenna tuner. So this is my retirement radio. So I'm setting myself up. Much, Randy. 7-3 K0RWB N2QM.
Well, Tim, the pleasure is all mine. I was hoping that we were able to give you a little bit of help with this. We have been away from our channel for almost a month, 4 weeks. We were actually planning to try to get back in the swing of things the first of the week, but we just had a moment or two, and it kind of rolled into what it is. But again, feel free to come back anytime you hear us out here. Generally speaking, if I'm on the air, especially in the evenings, we generally have the YouTube channel on. But yeah, give a look and a listen, see what you think. If you're interested about when I come back live again, you can hit the little notification bell. It'll notify you through YouTube that we're going live again. If you'd like to get back here on the channel, we'd love to have you back, of course. And it looks like our first contact as well. So very nice to have a chance to make a contact with you. Up in Pleasant Valley, New York. So, and I know you were standing by earlier, and I'm glad we got a chance to chat this evening. So I'm hoping we can do that again real soon. I'll say 7-3s are now. We'll see if we can get a couple more in before the conditions drop. But I do thank you for taking the time. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. November 2, Quebec, Mike, Tim. We'll say 7-3s.
7-3, Randy.
Okay, QRZ, we have any other stations out there? Somebody been waiting around, like to come in? Give us a call, please.
KB2, TXX, Kilo, Bravo 2, Tango, X-Ray, X-Ray.
KB2, Tango, X-Ray, Tango, X-Ray, X-Ray, I believe. Is that correct?
That is correct, KB2, TXX. Last spoke February 3rd. I was spinning the dial calling CQ. Glad I found you. The YouTube channel let me hear the stations I couldn't hear. Hi.
Yeah, you know, I have that same problem, or same thing, and you know, I switched over to the Utah SDR. I know some people are doing that as well. My good friend Todd in Pennsylvania, you know, a lot of times the signals go over top of each other, especially here on 20. And I love that a lot of guys are able to hear on the SDR. But I think anytime you can get a contact, I don't care where it is, I'll certainly take it. But nice to see. It looks like Tom's River area. And, yeah, we on February the 3rd, actually, here on 20 meters as well. So nice to hear you again this evening. Hope things are going well for you in your neck of the woods there. Go ahead.
Oh, everything's going great. I'm still running the 7100 ICOM barefoot with a Tar Heel corkscrew antenna. I did change to a desk mic, but I like the fact that the band's changing. We spoke around 1600 Zulu last time, and what is it, 0225? No, yeah, 2000 hours last time. 02 now.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. Again, we had done some rearranging in the shack. I'm not sure if we were able to get him on the air, maybe not, but I have an ACOM 1000 amplifier that I've had for about a year and a half. I made a short video 3 or 4 weeks ago that we were going to go a different direction, and we were going to put the amplifier up for sale. And had a really nice email and conversation with a gentleman out of Alabama. So we boxed it up today. It's going to be shipped out in the morning to my new friend in Alabama. So we've rearranging some things in the shack. And we came back down here a little bit just to make sure we had everything turned off. And gosh, 20 meters is going ballistic. So here we are, Richard, and a little bit more than I anticipated. But boy, you know, once you get going, things are just a whole lot of fun.
Absolutely. My son is having a great time also. He made a contact with Switzerland, and he's rubbing it in.
Well, I'm sorry to get that. Well, just tell him, okay, that's fine, but I made contact to Kansas City. That's what you tell him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he loves Florida, California. I'm like, dude. Well, his call sign, November 2, Whiskey Golf Tango. We got this. That's my boy. 13 years old. I made him get his ticket before his cell phone. He made me get my general.
Outstanding. Hey, that's, you know what, and that's something that he can use from here on out. You know, again, and we all know this. You know, when all else fails, radio still works. Cell phone, you know how that is. And I think that's a very good skill to have. You know, not only you're not necessarily talking in person, but you still have to be able to articulate what you're trying to get across. And I applaud you. I think that's terrific.
Oh, I'd have to go through my log. I believe I sent you a radiogram. I think I did.
I'm not sure what that is. What is it?
Oh, radiogram. The messages that we send over the radio. I do a lot of traffic nets, and we send radiograms. As a matter of fact, I'll have to send you one now. I'll send you one for tonight. It'll probably get sent out tomorrow. I'll have to grab a net tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I'm now it's starting to come back to me a little bit, but yeah, by all means, feel free to do so. Yeah, that's yeah, you kind of threw me for a loop there. I'm hoping that this is temporary, but here's the downside of living out here in the country. Our internet can be spotty at best, and it's really jumping back and forth, and it's messing with my live stream. So I don't want everybody to think that we're trying to block things out or shut things down, but it does have a mind of its own from time to time. Hopefully the signal and the page will come back up. But just so people know that my kilobytes per second is jumping around, hopefully it'll start to regulate a little bit. But I can certainly see that we're having a little bit of issues here and there. But hey, no, I look forward to that. It'd be interesting as well. I do appreciate that.
I'll just have to look you up on QRZ and get your email, unless you'd like to put it out over the air. I'll get it off of QRZ. I'm going to wish you 7 threes. I'll let you have other people have at it. You do a lot of good. I love your channel. You did a lot of help with the audio last time. We had to make some adjustments. So, you have a great evening. Love talking to you again. KB2, TXS, clear on your final.
Well, pleasure is all mine. Nice to hear you again. February's not as bad. Roy was almost a year. May would have been a year. It's just amazing how time moves on. But every time I say, hey, we've got this resolved, we're going to be out here more regular, things jump up. So the only thing I can say is when I'm on, I'm on, and when I'm not around the radio, I'm just not. So we do make the attempt, but sometimes things kind of get in the way. But always nice to hear you. It sounds really good, by the way. Good signal here is 5 and 9. So the band are still hoping up, at least in your direction. So between us, it's really good. So anyway, Joey, what's left of the evening? Friday's coming up really quick and a good weekend. And by all means, look for us again. I appreciate the nice comments about the channel. We're certainly enjoying. I hope others do as well. Richard, take care. Have a good night. Kilo Bravo 2, Tango X-Ray, X-Ray, Kilowatt Zero Radio, Whiskey Bravo. 7:30, Richard. Okay, QRZ, do we have any other stations before the band dies that'd like to stop in and say hello? QRZ, any stations, please?
Victor Echo 1, Hotel Fox.
Kilo Bravo 1, Mike Sierra.
Victor Echo 1, was it Victor Fox? I'm sorry?
Victor Echo 1, Hotel Foxtrot.
Boy, I was way off, wasn't I? Thanks for being so kind. I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently I butchered it there pretty bad. But nice signal. Thanks for coming in. Again, the name here is Randy, QTH. For our Canadian friends, we're about 33 kilometers east of downtown Kansas City there. Go ahead.
Yeah, what was the call again? Over?
Yeah, Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, K0, red, white, and blue.
Yep, got it. K0, red, white, and blue. This is Daryl, Victor Echo 1, Hotel Fox, over on Canada's East Coast. Boy, you own the band here. You're 10 over S9. I'm running an off-center fed dipole and about 50 feet. And you must be on the good side of it because I've got a bit of a null. And running 480 watts PEP here. Homebrew LD Moss amp. Over.
Well, it's doing fine. 5 and 9, solid. I think there's a little noise on the band starting to creep in, which would not be surprising. This time of the evening. Never in my wildest dreams would I thought that 20 would be open. Well, Central Time here is 9:30. I would have never have guessed that. I think it happened several months ago. People were talking about it, but I generally don't have the radios on after 8 or 8:30 Central Time. So, but here we are. We've been out here for just about 30 minutes. And on the live stream, and we're not lacking with stations. So nice to see that the propagation is still open, and we're able to make some contacts this evening. Daryl, go ahead.
Okay, Randy. Yeah, you sound great there. And live stream is no doubt on your website. Is it over?
Yeah, we do have a link on our QRZ page. It'll take you to the channel, and then just today's date on it. And of course, currently it'll say live. But the nice thing is live, but it also records. So those folks that like to check in and say hi, that are maybe a new microphone or want to do some audio adjustments, they can always go back at any point and listen to it. So we've been doing that just about a year and a half, really close to that, off and on, not as much on as we'd like, but sometimes life kind of gets in the way, but we certainly enjoy it. We don't do 5.9 QRZ, and it's not a thing. This is not a contest. And a modified drag chew is what I like to say. We want to be respectful of everybody's time who wants to stop in and say hi and generally got something to say and maybe information to share. That's a great thing about this, because whatever you and I were talking about, or what could talk about, antennas or radios, whatever it might be, amplifiers, maybe somebody listening could get something from that. So that's what I really enjoy doing this there, Roger.
Yeah, that's great, Randy. You mentioned being out rural area. That's where we are. Well, about 35 minutes from the next largest city. Of course, I can drive 3 minutes and get to a corner store. That's no problem. But one of the things comes with living out here. Let's see, about 2 hours ago, I counted 14 white-tailed deer in my front yard. So, but the downside is the internet, and we had limited. We're right on the edge of DSL. We can't do that, and I won't bore you with the rest. But we did end up getting Starlink from Elon and his crew. So I could do live streaming now, but I could never do it before. I'll have to try that sometime. The up isn't as good as the down, but I got about 10, 12 megabits up, and I've got about 180 down, and it's really going to help out with the hobby here, because I was getting tired of logging on to QRZ.com and having it drop out. So anyway, I'm going to put your call in my QRZ log, and I'll check out your website, and we'll say 73 from Canada's East Coast. Thanks for letting me in there. This is Victor Echo 1, Hotel Fox. Back to you, Randy.
No, I'm glad you did, Daryl. Thanks for stopping in. And we had the same issues. We've gone to a company called Nomad Internet, a wireless router. The first router was we would have to reset it several times a day, and that they changed out routers for it, and generally works pretty well. Of course, this time in the evening, it's getting signal from cell towers, so people on the phone or people that are home on the internet sometimes can affect it. We don't have a hard line here in the shack, so it's pulling it off of wireless, which I know is slowing us down a little bit. And we're bouncing around from about 38 kilobytes per second down to 515, so it's really messing with the live stream. But hopefully it'll start to regulate. We won't be here much longer anyway, but that's the thing we deal with. But again, I appreciate you giving us a call, and nice to see first contact between us. Feel free to come back anytime. I do tell people 4 contacts on my log, you become a regular, and you get all the perks and benefits of being a regular. We have a big party in your name, throw confetti, and that's about the extent of it. But we always like to have repeat operators, always something new to talk about, and we like to have first timers here as well. So again, we do appreciate you taking the time to give us a call and standing by waiting your turn, so to speak. And hopefully we'll have a QSO much sooner than later. You never can tell on amateur radio, but again, anytime you hear us out there, feel free to give us a call, and we'd be happy to get back with you and kind of see how the upgrades are coming with you as well. So with that, I'll say 7-3. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope you and yours are well and continue to be that way, and I look forward to the next time. Victor Echo 1, Hotel Foxtrot. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Daryl. Have a good evening.
Okay, 73, Randy.
All right, we'll take a couple more calls, and I think maybe the band is dying, but we'll see if maybe there's anybody else here that'd like to stop in and say hello. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City. QRZ, any stations, please.
Kilo Bravo 1, Mike Sierra.
Okay, Kilo Bravo 1, Mike Sierra, I believe there. Go ahead.
Yeah, to meet you, K0. My name is Mike, outside of Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yeah, okay, fine business. Michael, is it Mike? Michael, what do you go by?
Mike.
Okay, fine business. Well, thank you, Mike. Thanks for giving us a call this evening. Again, the announcement name here is Randy, of course, just outside of Kansas City. Decided to play a radio about, let's see here, almost 35 minutes ago. We turned on our YouTube channel, our live stream. We were talking with our friend Roy in New York. It sounded so good, I wanted to get him recorded so he could go back and listen to it himself. And we just started taking a few more calls, and this is where we're at there. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is amazing for 14.
Yeah, I'm really dumbfounded that it is open. Of course, you guys are an hour ahead of us, and the people of the band to be like this. And I haven't even turned out west. I would probably guess there's going to be some 6 and 7 stations that'll probably be out here as well. But we may not make it. Again, we never anticipated doing this, but a little short stint, and make a few contacts and some heads up with folks on the live chat's always nice to get back with those folks. So we'll give it a go, but like I said, we'll make a couple more contacts to shut down. But yeah, it's really nice to see that 20 meters is open here this evening. Well, Mike, did we lose you in there? Are you still with us? Well, hope we didn't. Hope the band didn't drive on us. KB1 Mike Sierra, you still in there, Mike? Well, I'm not sure. Maybe the band did die on us there. We'll see. We'll move on here, and maybe he'll come back in a few minutes. We'll take another call or two. Maybe the band is dead. I'm not sure which, but we'll certainly give it a try. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. QRZ, any of your stations, please?
Kilo Charlie 1, Oscar Lima Charlie.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 1, Oscar Lima Charlie, I believe there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're over here in Eastern Massachusetts. How you doing tonight?
Okay, Charles, nice to hear you from Eastern Mass. Not too bad. Hey, nice to see that, to my surprise, 20 meters is open, especially over you guys there on the eastern seaboard there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. We have been here in Europe coming in, and it's nice. Everything's open, and
Yeah, again, I think I'm not really pointed up that direction yet, but I have a feeling some of the Europeans are coming in. I mean, we're central U.S., so we either point left or right. And kind of work off of that, but we've generally been pointed over in your direction, and we've been nonstop with signals tonight there. Go ahead.
yeah, Roger on that. Kind of jumping in and out here. So you have a great one. 73s.
Yeah, no problem at all. I do appreciate you hanging in there, giving us a call. Hopefully, we'll have a better chance next time around. A little bit